Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Mike, and today I am going to give you the reasons why you should still be bullish on Mantra and the token. We know the price is down 90%, but in this video, we're going to go through what happened with the crash. We're going to go through what the strategy is next for Mantra, 5 reasons to remain bullish, and where we think the project is going to go in the future. So if you're a fan of Mantra or the token, make sure to like and subscribe to Crypto Warehouse and help us make more videos about this. Now, let's get into a little bit of the background of Mantra and what happened with the price crash. First of all then, what is Mantra? Mantra is a layer 1 blockchain built on the Cosmos SDK. It is designed to tokenize RWAs, real world assets, real estate, commodities, financial instruments, while ensuring regulatory compliance. That was and still is the backbone of Mantra. Think of it as a bridge between traditional finance and DeFi, making assets like property or bonds accessible online. The native token is of course This powers the ecosystem and is used for staking, governance, and transactions. The key features of Mantra: interoperability. It's IBC compatible and supports smart contracts. It is scalable up to 10,000 transactions per second. Regulatory focus. It is built for institutions and compliance is baked in to everything the platform is about. It already has huge partnerships and collaborations with the likes of Google Cloud and the DAMAC group in Dubai. The vision is to lead the 19 trillion real-world asset market by 2033, and its strong fundamentals have made it a standout in 2024 until the crash. So that's the background of Mantra. What actually happened then during the crash? On April the 13th, 2025, the token plummeted 90% in a few hours, dropping from $6.30 to below 50 cents, wiping out roughly $6 billion in market cap. This was one of the steepest crashes in recent crypto history, drawing comparisons to Luna in 2022. So what went wrong? According to the co-founder JP Mullin, the crash was triggered by massive forced liquidations on centralized exchanges like OKX and Bybit during low liquidity hours on a Sunday. These liquidations involved large holders, leveraged positions being closed without warning, creating a cascading list of sell-offs. 71 million in positions were liquidated, with Bybit seeing the bulk of it. On-chain data raised eyebrows. 17 wallets deposited 43.5 million tokens, or $227 million, to exchanges like OKX and Binance days before the crash, fueling speculation of insider dumping. 2 faced criticism for a February 2024 vote that doubled the token supply to merge the legacy ERC20 token with their new Layer 1 chain, which some argued created a bloated supply. Rumours of a rug pull and a deleted Telegram channel, later debunked, added to the panic. However, Mullin and the team denied insider selling, verifying that their tokens remained locked and providing wallet addresses for transparency. While the exact cause, exchange negligence or coordinated actions, remains under investigation. Now, for me, the key to all of this was JP Mullin and the team have been as transparent as possible throughout this process. There have been some car crash interviews like the one with CoffeeZilla, but on the whole, they have been present throughout this entire episode. but what are they doing to try and resolve these problems? First of all, transparency. As I have said, Mullin has been active on X, denying rug pull allegations and sharing wallet addresses to provide the team tokens are locked. The Telegram channel was never deleted and communication channels have always been open. Secondly, the team is investigating the liquidations, working to identify if exchanges acted recklessly or if other factors were at play. They've promised updates to the community. Thirdly, token buyback and burn program. Mullin announced an emergency buyback and burn program to reduce circulating supply and stabilize prices. While details are still being finalized, this could boost the OM's value by creating more scarcity. Community engagement. The team is holding discussions to address investor concerns and confidence, emphasizing Mantra's long-term vision. And the most important thing is, of course, continued development. Despite the crash, Mantra is pushing forward with projects like the $100 million RWA fund and partnerships with DAMAC, signaling commitment to growth. These actions to me show that the team is not behind this price crash. The team is trying to solve the problems, and there are reasons to be bullish. Here are my 5 reasons why you should remain bullish on Mantra and OM. First up is the RWA focus. Real world assets are the biggest niche in crypto right now, ahead of AI, ahead of meme coins, ahead of layer 2s. This niche is tokenizing real world assets in a high growth sector. The RWA market could hit $19 trillion by 2033. Mantra's regulatory compliant blockchain is built for this very purpose. It is built for institutions, giving it a first mover advantage. Resilient partnerships, number 2. Mantra's ties with the DAMAC Group, which is a $6 billion asset portfolio company, and Google Cloud remain intact. The $1 billion DAMAC collaboration aims to tokenize assets in the Middle East, a blockchain-friendly region. These partnerships provide robust backing. Historical resilience. OM has rebounded before. Post-crash this time, it went from 37 cents to $1, showing market interest. The 5-year track record through multiple market cycles proves its staying power. Buyback and burn potential. The proposed program could reduce the circulating supply massively, driving prices up if executed well. This move signals the team's commitment to holders. And finally, undervaluation. OM is heavily oversold, with the RSI way below 30. This creates a potential entry point for speculative investors betting on a recovery, especially with Mantra's fundamentals intact. One thing we have in crypto is short-termism, and that is focusing on the next big win. Real-world assets and AI are not short-term wins. They are long-term holds. They are assets that will appreciate in value over 3, 4, and 5 years. Not just Mantra, but other projects as well. The likes of Maple Finance and Pendle are building out. These projects take time. Look at Chainlink. Chainlink has taken 5 or 6 years to get to where it is today. So what's the strategy moving forward? Looking ahead then, what should Mantra be focused on today? First of all, continuing with its transparency. Regular updates on the liquidation investigation and the buyback program are essential. Secondly, liquidity management. They need to work with exchanges to prevent this from ever happening again. ecosystem growth, expanding their real-world asset use cases, and onboarding more institutional partners is key. This, partnered with community trust, addressing the centralization concerns, and improving the DAO governance. This will all help Mantra moving forward. More partners, continued transparency, and community trust. All of those things will help Mantra recover, and it will recover in small steps. But remember, these things happen and people have short-term memories. If you are a holder of OM and you bought in at $4, $5 or $6 and you are in a panic, now is not the time to think about selling, not financial advice. You want to be looking at the long-term growth in value of holding a token like Mantra. How is the project going to grow moving forward? I think the team are making all the right noises. Now, the crash was the setback, but the fundamentals and the team response keep me optimistic. Now, don't get me wrong, the crash was a massive setback, but it was handled exactly how it should have been handled. We have seen many examples in the last 12 months of disasters. We've seen the exchange hack. That was handled by being transparent. That was handled by being present in the moment. And JP Mullin and the team have been present in the moment. Moving forward, we've given you the reasons why you should be bullish on Mantra. We've also given you what we would do if we were in charge of the project. How would we take the project forward? And that is with the same energy that they have been fighting through this setback. Now, for me, Mantra has always been a project I've liked. We covered this project 2 years ago on this channel and we really liked what they were doing. It is a blockchain built with compliance at its core. They need more partners, yes, but they need to get through the next 6 to 12 months. Now, with regards to price action, we potentially have 5-6 months left of the bull run if the bull run follows the same path as 2017 and 2021. Where could OM be by the end of this bull run? Maybe $1, maybe $2, maybe even $3. But Mantra is more than just the 2025 bull run. Mantra is a project which is a long-term hold. If you've got the tokens, stake them. Wait for any opportunity for profit taking. Yes, never turn down the opportunity to take profits. But there are projects that you will sell in this cycle that you won't buy back in the next cycle. Mantra should be something that you look at. The fundamentals of the company hasn't changed. The price action of a token and the value generation of a company are not always intertwined. Sometimes you have emotional trading, sometimes you have market crashes. Look at Tesla. Tesla dropped to 276 because of a row between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. I suggested it was a good time to buy. Tesla is now back at 326 a week later. So emotional trading will get you wrecked. Finding projects with long-term value, that is the key. And for me, my opinion of Mantra hasn't changed. Many people have been slating the project since the price crash, but what has changed fundamentally with that company? Nothing. All that's happened is a liquidity crisis on centralized exchanges on a Sunday. That does not undermine the strategy of their business case, and it doesn't undermine the strategy moving forward. So for me, I am still a believer in Mantra. I'm still a believer in the token. Now, if we've got to the end of this video, thank you for watching to the end. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Help us grow, help us make more videos like this. I have been Mike. You have been great. See you in the next video. Adios.